What's up, everybody? It's Broken Bones here, and welcome back to another episode on the Long Lost server. Today is episode 10, yes it is, and today we are here at Spawn because I am finally done with everything that I need to do on this project. This project is just about complete. There's a few other players that have got a few things left to do, but nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and show you guys the progress we made on it because it's looking fantastic. And first thing you might notice behind me is the sign wall is now complete. We've actually have the sign wall all done. The first sign up in the top middle says, "Welcome to the Long Lost server. Read." So we're going to start down here at this end and read this sign. "Welcome to newcomer. You've made it this far. Next, you will need to find a way out. But how? Find the button that activates the escape route. It is closer than you may think, and perhaps it is right in front of you. Be sure it is not the wrong one. Only the right button will get you out of the bottom of this hole. When you push the button, a door will open. Follow the instructions to make it out alive. A slow and treacherous ride awaits you. Good luck." So that's pretty cool. And those of you that watch the series, you guys know that this is the button that we use to actually activate the door. Now, if you see in here, I actually left a little clue. Clue here. Only the right button will get you out of the bottom of this hole. The right bottom button. Only the right button will get you out of the bottom of this hole. So it's just a little what would you call that there? Like a riddle sort of. So, but yeah, as you can see, if we press this button here, our door does open up. And as you can see, we've got our rails all done in place. Now, I've done a lot of stuff off camera before we started this episode, and this place is looking really good. I've got a lot of things finished up in here, so we'll go ahead and take you on a tour of everything we've done. So first of all, first things first is that if you hop in here, you'll notice that the first sign, and actually let's go ahead and read this here real quick. "Don't use the left thumbstick, only the right one to look. Hop in, press the button, and enjoy the ride. Good luck." So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit this. Now what happens here is when we hit this button, it's going to go ahead and activate this redstone, which is going to close the door, and it's also going to push me forward. Now when we run over that detector rail, it's also going to dispense out another minecart. So let's see if we can get a good look at that there. Not really, you can't really see that over there, but nonetheless, as you can see, we're going on our ride. So this place is looking really cool. Looking really cool. Right now I actually do have the haunted library disabled, so we're not going to be able to see that part, but it's looking gorgeous. And I've got a little surprise for you guys in there too. I'll show you guys that once we get there. And here we are coming up to that part there. This place is looking good. Here we are going to drop down into the haunted library, but it's disabled, and then we get shot back up into the top up there, and the ride keeps on going. So here's the haunted library area, and this is some of the stuff that we've done here. As you notice, we don't have a hole in the roof anymore. That's actually looking pretty good. And over here, as you notice, we've got a slime block launcher. This thing is pretty fun, so I'm going to show you how both of these were done just now. So this bit of redstone here is how we closed up the hole in the roof that allows us to fall in. As you can see here, we have a piston that actually retracts that block, allowing us to fall through, and then puts it back in place as soon as we fall in. And all that's done by this comparator clock right here. And down here at the end of the haunted library, we have this awesome slime block launcher. This thing's awesome. The minecart just comes over this detector rail, it powers this repeater on 4 ticks, and then bounces this slime block up just in time to go ahead and launch us up out of the hole. And like I said, there's still a few things that still need to be done by some of the other players. This is Deranged Fighter's spot. He's going to be building a desert temple in this area, allowing the minecart to go through the desert temple and on through the desert oasis. So this place is looking pretty good, and this place is almost done. This is the last thing that actually needs to be done in this area. And here we come into Irish Lad's spot. This place is looking gorgeous. This is a volcano type of biome here. It doesn't really match the nether, doesn't really match the overworld. It's just kind of like a custom biome that Irish Lad dreamt up in his head, and this place is just looking absolutely awesome. I love the way this looks. This is just looking gorgeous. And the minecart rail with the soul sand really came in handy. The fact that you can put packed ice under soul sand and put a powered rail on it allows you to go up slowly, go up nice and slow, so the player has enough time to look around and take a look at what we've done. That was one of the key things about putting a minecart rail in, is the fact that minecarts are typically pretty fast and they don't allow you to enjoy the sights. They just get you from point A to point B really quick. So that was kind of interesting that we were able to do this. And then here we come into Renshaw's place. This place is looking really cool. We had to revamp some of the fire because some of the fire was actually making you take damage, but nonetheless we got all that iterated now. So It's looking really good, looking really good. So, and again, we got the soul sand with the packed ice through the entire ride, which makes it to where the player has enough time to look around. And here we are in Certified's part. This place is looking really cool. This end theme came out really nice. You did a great job on this one, buddy. And so yeah, this place is looking really good. He's got a cool thing in here, these crystals. Actually, just one crystal, end crystals. That's to help reset the dragon. So that's pretty cool. He got that over here in survival mode. However, this place actually does have one creative mode feature. We did put one feature in here with creative mode because you can't do it in survival, and that's these end portals right here. These end portals had to be done in creative mode, but because of the fact that it is the end theme, I wanted to actually add that in, and that's the only way that you can do that. You can't really get that in any other way except for creative mode, so that was the only thing that we did to add a little bit more realistic to the fact that this is the end theme tunnel, and the fact is that you want to be able to go down into the end end portal like this and not actually get teleported into the end because you're in a minecart. So I just really wanted to have that feature in there, so just again, that's why we use creative mode for that one. But other than that, everything else is built in survival. And as you can see here is Janitor's place. I believe this is Janitor and Beret Company, and I believe we have Survival Striker up here right now working on this place. This place is pretty much done. This is pretty much all done, and as you can see, this is where the ride ended on the last episode, and we've gotten all this much further on it. Survival Striker's been hard at work putting all this packed ice and snow in here, and this place is just looking absolutely gorgeous. And as you can see, we still even have this packed ice and soul sand here to make it to where we still go slow. However, right here I was not able to do that. And then right here is the very end in which, ba-bam, the minecart is broken and sent back to the start. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. So first things first, as you come into this room, your minecart gets broken, just like so. And the first thing you notice are these signs right here. Welcome to the Long Lost server. To get out, you must find the hidden button. Again, another hidden button. Press it and a hole in the floor will open for 10 seconds. Jump in and a moderator will tour the server with you. So, obviously a moderator is going to know if a new player is on. He will be waiting just below us, waiting for the new player to join. But first, the new player is going to have to find the button. So where is that button? You could look all the way around. This place is not super big, but it's pretty big, and you don't really see a button anywhere, and that's because it's up there. It's up there right next to the signs. So as you see, if we press this button here, okay, the floor does open up with a hole in it, and as you can see, it does close up after about 10 seconds. It'll close up right about now, giving you just enough time to go ahead and fall through the hole and get in there. So now the next thing that we have here is the minecart thing that actually takes it over to spawn. it breaks the minecart and then teleports it over to spawn. I'll go ahead and show you guys that right now. That's actually down here. Let me go ahead and get down here. So this is the area in which the minecart is actually dispensed out of this dropper here and sent on a minecart rail all the way down back to spawn. And obviously it's re-broken and then put back down into that dispenser that you guys saw the minecart drop in at the very beginning of the episode. So now the cool thing about this area is that this has all the redstone that actually opens up the floor, which I'll show you guys right now. Alright, so in order to do that, I'm going to have to break a few things. So we're going to break this bit of minecart rail right there. We're also going to break these snow blocks right here, which give the entrance a seemingly seamless appearance. But nonetheless, first things first, we're going to go on up here to where the hidden button is. So as you can see, we have this redstone right here, which is powered by that button, the hidden button that we saw earlier. Hits that redstone, and comes all the way down here to this repeater. This repeater just goes ahead and extends the signal because it dies out right here. So we need to get this last couple spaces of redstone, which goes ahead and powers this comparator clock. This comparator clock stays on for about 10 seconds, and it is distributed through this repeater right here. This repeater goes ahead and fires it into this block, which powers this redstone right here. This redstone powers this block and that block, which goes ahead and splits this signal up into two different circuits. So now we have the circuit on the left right here. The circuit on the left, this is a monostable circuit. This is a piston right here, a sticky piston. So when that block gets powered, this piston actually shoots up, giving this repeater here a 1-tick pulse. When you give that repeater a 1-tick pulse, you'll notice that it powers this block right here, which powers the redstone underneath it, which will power this piston when a block is placed right there. So that redstone under there will power this block, which will power that piston, giving you a 1-tick pulse, which will make it shoot out that block and then retract, allowing it to let the new player fall through the hole until it is reclosed, which will grab this block and then bring it back in place and then shovel these blocks back in. So that is just the bottom circuit, just for the bottom circuit. Now, this other circuit over here on the right-hand side, this one is not a monostable circuit. This one's just a circuit that's on delay. This one has 4 ticks of delay right here. Goes into this block right here, which inverts this torch. This torch is permanently on until the until that power goes through there. Now, that torch right here will go ahead and power this repeater here and this redstone right here. This redstone right here powers this block, which ultimately powers this piston right here, which shoves the snow block up into the floor. So, and then this also comes out over this way. If you look right here, we have some more stuff going on. And then we have a repeater over there, which actually powers this block and the redstone on top of it, which powers these 2 pistons. So, basically what happens is that this redstone torch turns off, then it powers this block, which will depower this piston, allowing it to retract. And then just a few moments later, after this repeater times out, these pistons will retract. So first thing is the floor block will come down, and then the piston and the floor block will be retracted, allowing the player to fall through. Then after the comparator clock turns back on, what will happen is that these pistons will be powered, and then the piston with the floor block on it will be powered and shoved back up into the floor. And this ceiling block right here from the monostable circuit that I showed you guys earlier will go ahead and retract its block and put the roof back in place, because this is the roof to the long lost rails. So but yeah, that's kind of a tight little circuit in here. Didn't have a whole lot of room, just had barely enough room to put that in. So let's see if we can actually do this here. Let's go ahead and replace our blocks right here. So we're going to go ahead and place in a couple snow blocks just like that. And actually, I think that's the way I need to go. I just blocked myself in. Let's go ahead and place this block here, that block there. There we go. And then we also need our stone bricks. Let's go ahead and grab that really quick. Need a stone brick there. Oop, not there. Oh, I can't even play Minecraft today. Alright, there we go. So now we're all done, and now we need to go back up into the floor. So let's see. I'm going to have to figure out where I can do that and pillar out. Alright, so now that we're done playing around down there, let's go and take another look at this button. This button over here, if we go ahead and press it right here. Let's see here. There we go. You'll notice that the hole in the floor does open up, and it opens up for about 10 seconds like you saw earlier, and the player can drop through. As you can see, this sticky piston right here will go ahead and retract this block, making the roof look seamless as well. So not only does the top look seamless, but the bottom does as well, so that's great. And this is the perfect spot for a new player to actually come into the server, long lost rails right here, because the moderator will be able to show them around the server very nice and quickly. They'll be able to go to different locations and different points of interest on the server, which is really great for a new player to actually get involved in, is seeing around the server and what it has to offer before they actually set out and start playing. So, but yeah, I thought that was pretty fun. So pretty cool that we're actually done with that project now. There's just a few other things that other people have to do, but yeah, that's been a really long coming project. So now that we're actually almost ready to start recruiting people, I'm actually gonna have to get started on a recruitment video for that too. But before we do that, we've been hard at work on Spawn. Let's go have a little fun touring the server and what everyone else has built. Oh, that was awesome. I hope all of you guys enjoyed that world tour. That was really, really sick. There's so many more builds on here than I even thought there was. I didn't even know about half these things on here. I just kind of explored and kind of found things as I went, saw the sign and saw who it was. So hopefully all you guys got credit for what you guys built out there. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. I know there's tons of people on the server. I don't even know how many people's houses we've been able to go see, but there is just a ton of builds on this server already. And it's only episode 10, so, and it's only going to get better, so but that's going to do it for me today, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. And as always, if you're new, please subscribe. And please remember to share this video with all your friends. I'm Broken Bones, and I will see you guys next time.